Hello everyone, welcome to Narayana IAS Academy. In today's news of the day, we'll be talking about a very pertinent issue which is revolving around yoga. So the point here is, if you talk about yoga per se, what is the issue? Sports Ministry rather is pitching for the inclusion of yoga for 2036 Olympics. So this article will give us an excuse to read more about yoga. What is yoga? It is associated with orthodox philosophy. What is orthodox philosophy? Which is also known as Astic school. So does Astic school has anything to do with existence of God, as we talk about Astic and Nastic in simple terms? So there are different things, and then arguments which supports that yes, yoga should be included in 2030 Olympics. Arguments opposing that no, yoga should not be included in 2030 Olympics. So we'll be having a talk regarding all of these points in today's news of the day. If we talk about these schools which are called as orthodox or Astic school. So here Astic does not mean believe in God. There are two types of schools: Astic school, that is orthodox school; Nastic school, that is heterodox school. Astic and orthodox schools, they accepted the authority of Vedas. On the other hand, Nastic or heterodox schools, they rejected the authority of Vedas. So there are six Astic schools: Samkhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Purimansha, and Uttarimansha. Uttarimansha is also known as Vedanta school. So again, there's a PYQ. I have already solved it for you. Even then, if you people want to answer in the comment what is the answer of this particular PYQ. Now, what is the context of this article? Indian Sports Ministry is considering the possibility of pitching yoga for inclusion in Olympics 2036. But some people are saying that yoga is more about your inner purity, inner peace, rather than external validation or external exercise. That is the question here. Can a mind, body, spirit practice also be a competitive sport? And that's what we are talking or will be talking about. But before we talk about the pros and cons of involving or including yoga as a sport in 2036 Olympics, let's talk about yoga per se. What is the basic genesis of the word yoga? Originates from Sanskrit and meaning is to join or unite. In simple terms, there is a line in Hindi which says Atma ka Paramatma or Sharir or Atma ka Milan. That is harmony of body and consciousness, right? And here there are different methods and there are different asanas. There are yam and niyams. People say that focus on your breathe in, breathe out. Don't think about whether you have tomato for making salad or not. Just focus on your breathe. And breathe in, breathe out, pranayam, different forms of yoga. And this is a part of orthodox school of philosophy. We have just discussed what is orthodox or Astic school. Here, rather than the God, it is about they have accepted the authority of Vedas, orthodox school or Astic school. WHO is saying that we should be practicing yoga, and they are like WHO is advocating among member states, and they have included it in the Global Action Plan for Physical Activity 2018-30. As far as India is concerned, we have already included yoga as a sport. Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports acknowledged yoga as a sports discipline, categorizing it as priority in 2015. So yoga is a sports for us. But again, there are many people who feel or who are skeptic rather about it, whether yoga should be included as a sports or not. So what are the arguments opposing yoga's inclusion in Olympics? So again, as we have discussed, yoga, inner peace. Some people even say that solution of most of the problems in the world is meditation. 4-7-8 method is also there. 4 seconds just breathe in. 7 seconds hold your breath. 8 seconds breathe out. So it's all about mental dimensions. It's all about holistic spiritual awakenings which is associated with yoga, and they are saying that when you're including it in 2030 Olympics, it's just like commercialization and superficial certification. You're giving medals, you're giving certificates, and this is in a way undermining the depth and safety associated with yoga. True yoga is transformative, impacting body, mind, and spirit. It transcends physical competition and emphasizes inner growth over external achievements. This is a keyword here. These are the keywords here. Competitive yoga contradicts yoga's essence of self-awareness and inner peace. So all in all, the arguments opposing yoga's inclusion, they're continuously talking about inner peace, inner, like, your meditation, how it calms you down, rather than external validation, certification, which will be provided when you are including yoga in the 2036 Olympic. And we should be focusing on all these things: self-awareness, inner peace, rather than superficial achievements like medals. Now, arguments promoting yoga's inclusion. So according to these points, like there is a, like the author is saying that according to Oxford's dictionary definition, a sport should have physical exertion, skill, and regulated competition. All these things are there in yoga, so yoga can be categorized as a sport according to Oxford dictionary definition. Then they are saying that, okay, we talk about yoga from spiritual perspective, how much calmness it provides us. But even when we are including yoga as a sport in 2036, we are not devaluing its spiritual benefits. Debates whether making yoga competitive conflicts with its spiritual essence remain philosophical. Yet making yoga competitive does not necessarily devalue its spiritual benefits. Even if we are making it physical in nature as a sports, we are not devaluing the spiritual benefits. Yoga's widespread practice, particularly among women, globally surpasses many Olympic sports in participation, including flag football and T20 cricket. So already you have such widespread followers of yoga. In fact, it is said that out of the 6 schools, orthodox schools, Samkhya Yoga, when you're reading Samkhya, you means read yoga at the same time. Then Nyaya Vaisheshika, Purimansha and Uttarimansha, and that is Uttarimansha is Vedanta school. So out of these 6 schools, yoga and the Uttarimansha or Vedanta school, they're very famous. And critics argue that out of yoga and the Vedanta school, which is more famous? If you see the number of people who are following yoga throughout the world, yoga is surpassing Vedanta right now. But again, that is debatable. So yeah, the popularity is there of yoga. And that is a point which is used or which is cited for supporting the claim of inclusion of yoga as a sport in 2036 Olympic. Yoga has been structured just like gymnastic. There are different forms, there are different formats: artistic yoga, rhythmic yoga, traditional yoga, and they are saying that if gymnastic can be included as a sport in Olympics, why not yoga? So these are the points which are used to promote yoga's inclusion. And as a UPSC aspirant, you should be knowing, even as a general person, you should be knowing both these arguments, for as well as against. So what is the conclusion? Now here, the first point is written by that author who is opposing inclusion of yoga as a sports in 2036 Olympics. And the second point is written by the author who is supporting it, that no, yoga should be included as a sport. So the first point, genuine yoga transcends physical performance, fostering holistic well-being and inner harmony. Again, inner harmony, inner peace, contrasting with competitive sports focus on external achievements, external validation. That means we should be looking beyond external validation as far as yoga is concerned. The second point, which is supporting yoga's inclusion, it is saying that advocating for yoga's Olympic inclusion involves emphasizing its competitive aspects, preparing it structurally and internationally, and leveraging its popularity and cultural significance globally. Already, so many people in the world practice yoga. In a way, yoga has also popularized Hinduism. Many people say that no, yoga is not a part of Hinduism. Yoga is one of the 6 orthodox schools, and those 6 orthodox schools are associated with Hinduism. So yes, yoga is a part of Hinduism. And many people believe that yoga has revived Hinduism globally to a great extent. So why not leverage its popularity and include it as a sports in 2036 Olympic? So hope this news of the day helped you in sorting out so many issues or conundrums if you had associated with yoga. Now there's a question for you, and you have to solve this question. Answer your, like, whatever answer you have, you can post it in the comment section. If you want to know the actual answer of this question, you can watch the DNA video of today. There we have done 5 questions. We have taken 5 questions. So what was the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports categorization of yoga in September 2015? And if you know the answer, post it in the comment section. And if you want to know the actual answer, you can watch the DNA video of today. Thank you. Take care. Be blessed.